In the most forgotten corners of the planet, there are places where time seems to break, as if an invisible hand had torn the line that should advance steadily. Today, I will take you to explore those sites where clocks fail, shadows move ahead, and the past seems to walk alongside the present. It all begins with an ancient testimony, gathered by explorers who swore they had seen seconds stretch like threads of light. One of these places is found in a remote desert, where the sand vibrates with a strange pulse. Those who visit claim that their footsteps leave echoes that do not correspond to their stride. Sometimes they are heard before moving, other times they repeat minutes later. It is a phenomenon that confounds even scientists, as there is no known physical explanation for this discrepancy. Further along, we will arrive at a crack situated in an ancient mountain. There, the wind blows in opposite directions at the same time, as if it came from two different eras. Some travelers have claimed to see their own silhouette projected onto the rock, but not in that moment, rather performing actions they have yet to live. It is a place that invites one to wonder if time is truly a line or a vast network of overlapping possibilities. But nothing compares to the small valley hidden in a cold region of the north. Upon entering, the sensation is immediate. The air feels heavy, as if each second takes longer to fall. Birds fly slowly, leaves do not fully detach, and the visitor's mind struggles to comprehend whether they are witnessing a real phenomenon or an illusion that defies all logic. This is just the beginning of the journey. Many mysteries remain to be revealed in these places where time breaks. In each of these sites lies a silent warning. Time is not as stable as we believe. As we progress in this narrative, we will uncover even more disturbing signs, traces that could change our understanding of the world. In our journey through places where time seems to fracture, we advance towards a forest that many locals avoid even during the day. There, light behaves as if it were trapped, repeating in flashes that return again and again, as if dawn never quite arrives. The trees cast double shadows, one true to the sun and another that seems to respond to an invisible source. Those who venture too deep claim to feel as if they're walking in circles, even though their steps always. As we progress, an even more unsettling phenomenon appears, whispers that do not come from any present throat. Some voices sound ancient, broken by time. Others seem to arise from a future that does not yet exist. Travelers describe entire conversations occurring without bodies, as if the forest were a chamber that records and reproduces moments from different eras uncontrollably. Further ahead, we find a clearing where the entire world seems to stop. There, not even the wind dares to cross. Insects remain suspended in an impossible blink, and sound disappears absolutely. It is a silence so profound that many feel time itself ceases to run. Some recount having seen motionless figures within that clearing, like human statues trapped in an eternal moment, although upon leaving the place, they never find them again. Each step in this forest reminds us that our understanding of time is merely a convenient illusion. Here, the past, present, and future give the impression of mixing without order, as if this site preserved all moments lived and yet to live in the same space. What we will see next will reveal even more of these mysteries. However, the elders of the place say that the forest was not always like this. They say that one day the earth trembled and a blue light crossed the sky, dividing the flow of time and leaving invisible scars. Our journey continues towards a place many call the corridor of late echoes, a narrow canyon where every sound seems to arrive with an impossible delay. When a simple stone is thrown against a rock, the impact is not heard until one has already taken several steps. The inhabitants of the region claim that this delay is not constant. Sometimes the echo appears before the original sound exists, as if the canyon could anticipate noises that have yet to occur. As we advance through its irregular walls, we notice another disconcerting phenomenon. the shadows do not obey our movement. They come and go with their own rhythms, stretching in illogical directions and, at times, taking shapes that do not match our bodies. Some travelers have claimed to see shadows moving without anyone casting them, as if they were traces of people who walked there at another moment in time. In the deepest part of the canyon lies a narrow passage where the temperature changes inexplicably. Every meter, the air seems to alternate between the chill of dawn and the warmth of midday. According to ancient tales, this fluctuation is linked to a phenomenon that occurs only once a year, a purple flash that sweeps across the sky and causes time to overlap. Those who witness it claim to have seen versions of themselves, a few seconds ahead or behind, crossing beside them. But the most unsettling occurs upon reaching the end of the corridor. There, the ground is covered with circular marks that faintly glow as night falls. Legends say these marks are footprints of a collapsed time, signs of moments trapped forever, spinning aimlessly within an invisible cycle. Upon leaving this place, one feels that every second weighs more, as if time silently observes. The end. Our journey now takes us to a plane where the horizon seems to fragment like a cracked mirror. Travelers who venture here claim that the landscape changes without warning, revealing scenes that do not belong to the present. Sometimes, ancient caravans are seen moving silently, while at other times, metallic structures appear that no inhabitant recognizes. Everything fades away in seconds, as if they were memories of an alternate world struggling to manifest. As we walk, the sensation is strange. Each step seems to duplicate, as if the body were divided between two different times. Some visitors confess to feeling an invisible tug, a force trying to pull them in a direction they cannot see. Others report that their shadow briefly separated from the ground, moving with the independence of a living being. In the center of the plane stands a dark monolith covered with symbols that change every time someone observes them. Scholars believe this object acts as a temporal anchor, a kind of node that holds different timelines and keeps them in balance. When the wind blows around the monolith, whispers can be heard that no one can decipher, voices that seem to utter words in a language belonging to a distant future. Those who have touched the surface of the monolith describe sudden visions, collapsed cities, skies divided by luminous cracks, and human figures walking in impossible directions. Some claim to have seen an aged version of themselves watching them, with a mix of compassion and warning. Whatever it is, this place makes it clear that time is not a stable line, but an ocean filled with unpredictable currents. As we move away, the plane pulses as if it were breathing, reminding us that there are still secrets hidden beneath its surface. And although we believe we have left, a part of us feels that time continues to watch us. Our final journey leads us to a place that few have managed to describe without their voice trembling. It is known as the uncertain frontier, an area where the sky seems to unfold in overlapping layers and the ground vibrates as if it were breathing. Here, time does not break. It melts, stretches, and contracts following an incomprehensible logic. Those who reach this point feel that each of their memories blends with possibilities they never lived, as if the past and the future were trying to occupy the same space within their minds. As we move a few meters forward, a luminous mist appears, changing color with each breath. Some people claim to have seen within that mist scenes of alternative lives, paths they did not take, decisions they avoided, and destinies they never imagined. Others assert that the mist whispers their names in a voice that sounds identical to their own, but older or younger, as if they were conversing with other versions of themselves that inhabit parallel times. At the heart of the uncertain frontier lies a circle of polished rock where seconds seem to stop. If one stays there too long, they begin to perceive heartbeats that do not come from the body, but from time itself trying to recompose. Some travelers recount that, upon closing their eyes, They feel themselves fragmenting into thousands of possibilities, each extending toward a different destiny. Upon opening them, everything returns to normal, but they leave behind a persistent feeling that something of them remains trapped in another timeline. Upon leaving this final place, it becomes clear that the sites where time breaks are not isolated faults, but reminders that reality is more fragile than we think. Our world is full of invisible borders, of moments that could change everything without us noticing. And although we return to the apparent stability of the present, the truth is that we never come back as the same.